Alright, don't mind me, I was just setting something up here. Yeah. Why is this in here twice? Hold up. That ain't right. There we go. Anywho. Yeah, I was trying to add all of my own music onto a playlist to put on stream, don't mind me. So, hopefully that isn't too loud. I think it should be fine. Okay, now we move over to our other stream scene. There we go. Also, hello, Ghost. How are you doing? I saw you pop in earlier just to make sure that you had that stretch and that fucking hydrate. We have enchantment scrolls I need to throw in here. I have finally named every single one. I don't think I like all of the names. I say that I'm going to change them later if I deem that I want to change them later, but the reality is I'm probably not changing them. Ugh. But yeah, we're just gonna start with playing Catharsis because it's just a nice compilation of little everything. Also, glad to hear it, Ghost. Glad to hear it. Now, how many slots did I use for scrolls here? Okay, I do have plenty. I have plenty of slots. Good. Because we are going to need 3 times... 3 times 16 makes, what, 48? Yeah. Yeah, we need the fucking 48 extra scrolls in here. I think... Do I need to change the suffixes to be double? I think I might. I need to check that. I just need to make sure here. Oh, nah, these are not giving double. Hell no. Some of these are kind of big. Yeah, it's only the intrinsics that have the two-hand version. Yeah. I started with weapons, right? Yeah. Three, 2, and 13. Okay. I did do this right. Now, I don't know how this is gonna work, but I think if we just do of sharpness like that, it should be good. We'll have to see. I don't know if it's gonna give it the space. I would assume it does. And then sharpness would be crit. So we need to get in there and see that. Alright, it's not that. Yeah, I think it's this one. Okay, it is just exactly that. Param, but it's just cry. So. Okay, I need to... Yo, I know what I need to do. I just remembered I got my fucking Leone bookmark the other day. I'm gonna go and grab that shit. I'll be right back. It's right on the other side of my bed. Oh, baby. We love weeb bookmarks. Let's go. I should probably start bringing this with this notepad everywhere I go, because I always need like a linchpin somewhere in the goddamn pad. Alright, so it's 5, 12, and 25 then. This one is Scroll of Skill. I think it's just 13 for the last one, right? That is not how the math should work, actually. Or should it? I don't know. Is that how I'm doing these? Most of my upgrades are like linear rather than like exponential, so I think I'm gonna change that to being 15. Welcome on in, who? Also, I don't think I spelled finesse right. Hold up. Yeah, there's an E at the end of it. That's what I figured. I remember going through this whole fucking track trying to balance out all of the audio for it. It was a nightmare. I forget if I put Rush on this one, to be honest with you. Actually, hold on. Let me look for that. Because I don't think I have it sitting around anymore. And that upsets me a little bit, actually. No, I don't. I gotta go and find that, actually, on my Newgrounds. Hold up. Also, yeah, dear God, these are tracks I haven't touched in ages. Oh no, this isn't the updated version of it. That's right, fuck. Dude, I'm upset. I think it's gone. Yeah, I think it's gone. Fuck. And I can't export it because I don't have all of the old things I need for it. That is so upsetting. I have like a chiptune. It's on. So here's the funny thing. It's actually on YouTube. So I can theoretically get it. Yeah. I'll have to get on that later. I can't do that right now while I'm on stream, sadly. Fuck, dude. That's so unfortunate. I was gonna play Rush. Okay, accuracy is next. And I think this is what, like a 30, 60, 100%? Yeah. Yeah, I remember this one. I was like thinking of like Silent Hill music when I wrote it. You just are always winning, who? Always winning. This man can't stop winning. All good, Sheba. No rush. Except for all the times I don't. We don't talk about those. You always win. Smile. Oh, so there you go, Sheba. The last one is, yeah, perfection. Perfection! Yes. I mean, that is like the perfect name in general, too, no pun intended. That is like the perfect name for a scroll that effectively is required for you to reach 100% hit accuracy. Yours is bigger. Yes. I have used this track so much on like YouTube videos, man. This is like my one that I always use to just loop in the background while I'm like going on a tear about something. I don't even remember when I wrote this though, but I loved writing it. Yeah, this is imperfection. Or, no, impermanence. Alright, striking. Retaliation. Followed by revenge. And a light. I mean, yeah, kinda. It's mostly because of the VSTs that I enjoyed playing with in Cubase, and it was usually piano VSTs with a lot of reverb on it. I noticed that I just vibe with that sound really well. I would love to combine it with some distortion guitars one of these days, but... What up? Oh, did I message you? I forgot to message you that I was live, didn't I? Super visual novel heavy track. Hell yeah. Cause like, let me play, we'll go back to Timeless in a second here. So like, this is like the closest I've ever gotten to, I mean, this is literally distortion guitar and piano, but that is not the right track. Hello? Stop it. Unshuffle. Stop it. Stop it. There we go. But that's like the only time I've ever really combined the two of them, which is more like a music box sound. I've just found that I'm terrible at writing like classic lo-fi music, so I just do my own thing with it. 25, 35, 50. Okay. Well, come on in, Shiba. Wait, did I do that right? 25, 35, right? So how's your day been treating you so far?
I was bothering doing my own Chernobyl games and our ranked matches with the stag.
Checks out.
Oh yeah, it was kind of funny. Our last match was just crazy.
Mm-hmm. And how did that go? Did you discover anything of note?
Did I discover anything? Yes, I did. I did find out my game sense has improved a lot, but I still think I'm playing like Yugiri a little bit too passive.
Yeah, basically what I'm thinking. I was trying to talk to Tori about like how Yugiri is used, how often, and all of that stuff in like the more electron, neutron lobbies and stuff to see if there's like anything that I might miss because it's used differently at a higher level. Basically, what he was telling me, Yugiri's great on the right hands, but Yugiri is definitely going to be comp dependent. Like, you won't want to pick her when you have a lot of stallers already. Generally, Michelle is, like, really meta right now, right? Like, Michelle and Maddie are really meta uses for what Yugiri effectively does at higher level. So if you have those characters already locked in, you're probably not going to be playing much Yugiri unless you very specifically need something that only she can do. Otherwise, you'll probably be doing the floppy pick.
It's just so funny for me because, like, it's just so funny because Giri is kind of like, the complete opposite of what characters I really want to play.
I mean, yeah, checks out. But she fucking vibes with you, though, which is funny. Makes it even funnier, honestly.
Yeah, it's just funny. It just works for some reason. And I don't know why.
Because the thing is, she's weirdly kind of lurker-esque, so.
But she's not an ambush predator like, you know, Fushio or.
Oh God, no. God, no. Only because, I mean, me and Who always make fun of this shit, dude. Her fucking footprints are so goddamn loud versus everybody else in the game. You couldn't lurk even if you wanted to with her. Like, you know when she's behind you because you just hear the plapping of her feet fucking speeding up.
Well, you know she's behind you because, like, you know, like, you can just hear her, like, feet slapping on the floor.
Yeah, Yugiri feet just is so different sounding than, like, everything else in the game that it's just a very unique sound. It's like an accidental debuff.
True. Because it's just like when Yugiri was just, like, walking in that game, I hear, like, tapping of feet, and then, like, I hear my own, like, you know, like, I hear my own, like, you know, Michelle or, like, you know, Corsair playing Audrey, it'd be, like, you know, like, shoes, right? And then here comes Yugiri with their, like, fucking bare-ass feet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they spent way too much time trying to get, like, the perfect cadence of what bare feet on fucking metal sounds like, for sure.
I mean, like, they did their job. The sound effect team did their job well.
They did, yeah. They could have put those assets somewhere else, but, you know, we're gonna put it into feet sounds.
They could have put like the budget somewhere else, like fucking improve
into balancing the secondaries more or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and fucking improve their stupid ass matchmaking.
Yeah, that too.
In quick play.
Yeah, there's a lot of things they could have done with that time.
So we don't have a fucking court player every fucking time. We're trying to play quick plays. It's just like just taking over the fucking lobby.
You're like, ah, cool. I don't get to play the video game today. Well, I'll see you guys in the next game.
At least at the end it does something to the feet lover. That's true.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, who is not obsessed with Yugiri's feet?
Many people.
There seems to be someone with the name, you know, like Goon to Yugiri's feet, or like Yugiri feet lover in Nova. So
Okay, I need to do the times percent and not the plus percent. Then it looks like.
It's great. It's great. It's great when you can't play a game in Supernova.
Isn't it?
You just can't do anything.
Yup. Thank you, Quark players.
And then when you get when you get a Quark player team, and then it's just like, and it's just, they want to take leadership. I'm like, okay, I guess
Not like anybody else can.
And then when you get a Quark player on your team and quick play, they're like, I want to take leadership. Oh, I'm like, okay, you can take leadership. Very clearly, your skill level is above anyone else here.
Yep. Or my favorite one, you know, the other opposite end of the spectrum that you wind up getting, where you're just against literal toddlers.
Oh yeah.
It's like, all right, cool. Well, this doesn't feel good, but neither did going up against the Quark heavy deadlifter on the enemy team last game. So, like, where's the middle ground here?
There's no fucking.
Thank you for the stretch and hydrate, Ghost.
There is no in between. You gotta get the sweatiest diddlest players.
Yo.
Or like you get like, you know, players that don't know what they're doing, and you feel bad after the match. You're like, fuck, we just destroyed these newbies.
Yeah, it's like rarely any in between. I always get one or the other. I was against two singular. Ew.
There's only been like what, 2 to 3 games in season 4 that we were up against like a completely balanced team.
Yep. I think we've only ever gone against a singularity once. You guys can correct me on that, but like when we were stacking before, I think we've only ever really seen a singularity once. I know we've seen super strings once or twice, because T29, Hot Rod, was definitely on that list. But we've bumped into Gengu in fucking... If I recall, Gengu was the guy that was our fucking story. I'm going to turn this down a little bit, because this is a little on the loud side. Gengu was the guy who was playing as buffed Aika in Season 2 against us. Do you guys remember that game? Fucking buffed Aika Season 2, and then he was just running through everybody on base 404 at like fucking 30 meters? Like, I remember that day.
I didn't play Season 2, so I don't think I met you guys yet.
I'm pretty sure that was Gengu. That was a miserable game, dude. Yeah, the fucking headshots with like fucking Aika from 30 meters away. We're like, what do we do? What do we do here?
Wait. What, Aika can headshot from like 30 meters?
This was after slugs were gone, but this was when Aika got a buff to her damage where her pellets did the same damage as fucking Baimo. She was doing more than Baimo DPS at like 30 meters and with very few, like not the range fall off she needed. So like this guy was just holding heads and just paving people 30 meters out. Like, it was ridiculous how much damage he was doing. Scroll of Iron, baby.
That is insane. I didn't play Season 2. I think I didn't come back until Season 2.
Oh, we did. We did. It was pain.
Like, I think Season 2 I only played like 2 games, and then I didn't play anymore.
This song is still, like... gotta be my biggest bop that I have ever fucking made. This is like the one thing that I have ever written where I was like fucking thrilled from point A to point B while making it. I was like, oh, this is a good one. This is gonna be the one.
That's insane. Yeah.
Which I still don't believe. All I remember is one of the teammates was mad, we just surrendered. That was T29. That was T29 Hot Rod. That was the super string, not the singularity.
Yeah, we've only.
Oh, that's so unfortunate, who?
Even when we played together, I think we've only been like up against like a super string like only
Yup.
a couple of times, and that's it.
I know PDR definitely has to go down though, good lord.
Ooh.
90. What was it? 90. 82? Yeah, 82 and 70. Okay. This is gonna be really funny when I realize that 90% of these scrolls don't work and I gotta go through them. I get a feeling that's what's gonna wind up happening here, and I'm going to hate it.
Imagine making one mistake and you get to fix the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't want to think about it. I'll be honest with you. Okay, so these ones had to change because they're different.
Are you gonna make a very broken armor?
No, I just needed to change the way the slots work, because, like, the verbiage is really weird. So, you know how within RPGs, right, oftentimes, if you ever played Diablo, they can generate
No, I
with...
played Diablo.
Okay. So, in a lot of ARPGs, generated loot, like procedurally generated loot, is a thing. So, like, you can get a short sword, but you can get, like, a million different versions of a short sword, which modify the stats in different ways. And you can usually tell from the naming convention, so you'll have, like, a prefix and a suffix on it. So, like, Iron Short Sword of the Worthy or something, and then those two things will affect the stats. That's how a lot of RPGs do their thing. The way this works, I can't have them all just have the same prefix and suffix. I just put them into different categories. So like A suffix for accessory or S suffix for shield, which also counts as like the offhands and stuff. So that's why they're different. Not really because they're broken. It's just a clever workaround.
True, true, true.
I should take this though real quick. Actually, no, I think these are already set up fine. I think the weapon category is totally fine as is. Now that I think about it. Because these are the only ones that need anything. Let me just check what the defaults are. That did not open what I thought it was going to open. There we go. Yeah, no, we're good. So this should be alright. The question is it going to do the things I want them to do, though? We'll find out. Now the magic variants. Mitigation. Welcome to RPG making, by the way, Sheba. It is very tedious. Ah, yes, the moon. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna wind up doing after stream. I'm probably only doing this for like another hour or so. And then the moon haunts you. God damn it, who?
Hey, wrong game. Chernobyl is better.
Honestly, yes. I don't know. That's like I like it. Don't get me wrong. Like I don't want to be that guy that's like, how dare you have fun on a game that I don't like. But like, I don't know, man. That is the one thing that I still like that prevents me from watching so many people in my follows on Twitch right now. Is so many people are still playing Marvel Rivals, and I just can't care about that game. Like I have tried, I just can't.
In terms of matchmaking, I think Marvel Rivals does a little. Actually, no. I'm actually from Marvel Rivals and Quick Play. Don't actually make a fair. Like the matchmaking is just as bad.
Oh yeah. Well, because it has a lot of the same issues in general. Well, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird because like I hail from a time period where we didn't have matchmaking. MMR in random quick plays. So I came from a time period of playing shooter games where you would pop into a Halo SWAT lobby on Halo Reach, and yeah, you might just pop into a fucking legend rank that would just pave your lobby. And people would just be like, all right, cool, whatever, and then they queue up for the next game, no big deal. Like, it just happens sometimes. I feel like that problem is so much worse nowadays, and I can't quite put my finger on it. I feel like it's just like a mentality thing. And just the combination of, like, post-information era with streaming making everything, like, an arms race to be better than everybody around you now. Where it's just, the quality of gaming has just changed. I won't say it's worse, but it has changed. Exceptional. Quality. And then the last one is... I already used perfection. That's funny.
What? I yearn to commit acts of violence.
Yeah. In the Night of Rains. Oh, Night Rain. I see what you mean, yeah. I mean, Night Rain is definitely an option. I need synonyms for exceptional.
I mean, you can commit.
Oh, you know what? Brilliance. I think we're gonna use the word brilliance.
Brilliant sword.
Yes, brilliance.
Brilliant sword. I yearn to commit. You can commit any act of violence in game.
True. In game.
Yeah, in game. I said in game.
Yep. Stellar. Stellar actually would be a good one too. Stellar, actually, hang on. Let me look at these.
Are you planning to make more items?
You know what? We'll move that to the magic evasion one, actually. That's a really good one. Instead of using masking, we'll do of shrouding, the hidden, and then of the stellar for the final one, because I just like the way that sounds.
What is this long-ass item name?
What long-ass item name?
Like what you just said, like stellar, the blah 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 blah.
I mean, those are three different items.
Like
they were three different items, that's why. Masking, the hidden, and then of the stellar.
That sounded like...
It sounded like it was all together, didn't it?
Yeah, that sounded like an item with like 6 names.
I mean, fair. And we put exceptional here. Wait, hold up. Quality of... It would have to be the exceptional.
Are you planning to finish a full playthrough of the game after you finish it?
I mean, I could do it. I'm definitely gonna have people playtest the fuck out of it, though.
I guess this isn't one of those games where, like, they tell you where to go, right? That would be, like,
So,
exploration.
I'll playtest it here so you can see it on screen. It's literally just a roguelike RPG. That's it.
Ooh.
It does have direction. And I would do more stuff with it. To have, like, better direction with things, too. But you make a character, you pick one of the 3 starting classes right here, which is basically melee, dexterity, and then magic. We'll do Merce.
Probably like the healer. Or
Yeah.
the
It's like the one dedicated healer class of all of them. But first thing that stands out here is you talk to Lady. Lady tells you to go to a place. You go to Crystal That Glows.
Oh, did you draw the character yourself?
No. These are custom with the engine.
Oh.
And then if you ask her about the place, which is like the only other thing you can really do here, she's like, alright, cool, bring me this shit, and then I'll open this other area up. And basically, you ever play a roguelike game where, like, as you go through the game and you do things, you start unlocking more features of the game?
Oh, yeah.
That's basically how this functions. Also, yes, this is a mouse, this is mouse, which is pretty dope, so...
Ooh, I see a slime. Is that what you're supposed to do?
Yeah.
That is super profound.
Yeah, because you need 3 of the slime cores for the first part of the game.
Right.
But it just plays like an older, just an old RPG, really.
Looks like... Kind of looks like Final Fantasy, like, 1.
Basically, yeah. Old Final Fantasy games would definitely work. Also, we just got ourselves a dex weapon.
Mercenary.
Okay, I need you to die now. Sweet, I'll take crits. We have the dodge. Oh, hell yeah, we have explosions. Kaboom. I think we grabbed everything. But yeah, it's just that. It'll generate where the chest goes randomly, and it'll have random items in it with random, like, gear and this and that and the other thing, so... Also, these tickets that you see in here, it's gonna just give you a loot roll at the end of the dungeon for an armor and a weapon.
That's cool.
Though we're probably dying here because these guys are kind of difficult. But it's meant for you to kind of die at the first time that you go in anyway.
Oh, you're supposed to...
Yeah, you're kind of supposed to bite it.
Oh, it's one of those games where you're supposed to die to, like, the first ball.
Yeah, it's a roguelike, so you just come back when you're stronger. Which you would just keep going at it and see how far that you can get, really.
You have fainted in the middle.
She tells you, like, anytime that you fall, you come back. Okay, cool, we give her the cores. Now, we can go ahead and we can buy potions before we run into a run. Also, you get your first party member right here.
Ooh.
And this is
Yeah,
probably
it's like
not
2 more.
changing at all in any way, shape, or form either. Like, I doubt I'm changing this, the way that this works, so you can pretty much expect to see this in the final release. Marcia has joined the party. And then with all of the different party members that you have, you can, like, gain affinity for them as you bring them into runs. The more that you use them, you can also give them gifts. Because when I was asking about what RPG to make ages ago, I was I gave like 4 different types of games, and everybody tied on dating sim and roguelike, so I'm combining the 2 mechanics.
Oh, so there's a dating sim involved.
Yes, so there's like a whole ass affinity system and a dating sim attached to it. It's kind of funny.
God damn, what is this like?
You can date your
Persona?
party members.
What is this Persona X Final Fantasy X?
Kind of, yeah, it's got like that Persona feel-ish with that, yeah. Alright, we have a second area now. But yeah, that's just basically how the game rolls, and you'll just unlock more areas to go. I think it's a good formula, though, so far. And we've got a lot of things in it right now. What are these? These are critical evasion, yes. 525 or 515.25, okay. CEV. 15. But yeah, that's gonna be a fun time when I get it to be play testable. Plus apply. Yeah, also Tori is completely on board with that earlier when I was asking about because I was trying to figure out like what to assign you for things. Having you play Flavia.
Oh my god. Yeah, when I
He's
when
like,
I was,
oh,
like,
absolutely.
when I was ranking like like Corsair was just like Corsair and Phoenix were like, so we're doing it now. I'm like, oh, maybe
I would have done it now. It's like I said, worst case scenario, you would have been a passive Flavia.
True.
And a passive
seems like a
Flavia is
passive
still
player
better than a
anyway.
throwing Flavia.
That is true.
Like, I'll take a passive Flavia any day than a Flavia that goes 1v5 and dies 37 times.
But technically, you're not really supposed to 1v5 as any character.
No, because Flavia will die if you go against too many people because they just tunnel you. And then guess what? You die. Flavia works best when she has a team that plays off of her opening them up. That's the thing. She's honestly not a very... She's self-sufficient, yes, but Flavia works best when she can be self-sufficient, but she has a team backing her.
Well, that is true. That is true. It's kind of like.
I mean, that's kind of like anybody, but...
She's kind of like a duelist Yugiri. But like, because Yugiri can also function by herself because she just breaks armor easily.
Also, that's disgusting, who? Yeah, no, pretty much, though. Because, like, that's one thing that, Tori definitely stands behind, because when you start going against smarter people as Flavium, you're gonna realize that just running at people doesn't work.
Well,
For obvious
well,
reasons.
Once you get higher, like, running at people is not gonna work.
It just doesn't work in general. But yeah. And yeah, they don't even need to be... It's not even like a high versus low elo thing. It's just the guy is using their noodle.
I mean, pretty much.
Yeah. So it hurts sometimes, yeah.
I don't know when we're doing it, but I'm definitely down.
Okay, we're back to times. I mean, I can give you a rundown in a little bit for sure.
I was definitely like, maybe I should go practice first. I have played Flavia. I have like main Flavia for like probably like 2 to 3 games. That's how much experience I have with her.
Yo. Okay, those look like they're good. I think that does the armor ones. Yeah, we're now on shields. Just make sure when I go to armors that that's the same thing. Yeah. Man, for some strange reason, my brain now is thinking of like RPG horror games. I'm like, bro, I haven't played an RPG horror in so fucking long.
Really want to play an RPG horror game.
I kinda do.
RPG horror games.
I mean, have you ever played an RPG horror before? Are you familiar with them?
I think
they're exactly what they sound like.
The only freaking RPG horror game I played was like Corpse Party.
Yeah, that definitely that's what got me into RPG horror. Actually, that's what got me into it, man. Was fucking Corpse Party. Yeah. The Witch's House is hands down one of the best RPG horrors you could ever play. It's very compact, very simple, very straightforward. Very good game.
Mad Father was crazy.
Mad Father is fucked, is what it is. Corpse Party 2? Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's about like a crazed father, like, and the girl's trying to escape from him or something.
I think so. Alright, I need to see how guard works real quick on the parameter.
RPG horror,
it's
Corpse
times.
Party
Okay.
just got me into RPG horror, that's about it.
It's just good. Okay, so we need to do 150%.
Like, there's just so many Corpse Party games right now.
Oh, yeah. 150, 175, and then 200%. Okay. That's how we'll do it.
Ow.
And then 200%. You good?
Nope, I'm good. I hit my leg on my table.
I do that way too often with my computer desk. Good lord.
Yeah.
Alright, obstruction. The barricade. Barricada.
Yeah, when you smack your knee on like the table when you're trying to like pull up a sock.
Yeah. Like, alright, cool. I'll just fucking lose knee privileges for a bit. That's fine.
You guys have leg room at all? I have an actual chest under my desk. Possibly.
That's amazing. I don't have anything like that.
Yeah, actually.
This is when I was screwing around with fucking volume knobs for the first time. I remember this.
I do want to play like another RPG horror game.
That'd be like a really hilarious collaboration idea, actually. We should do that at some point. Oh my god. Play an RPG horror and then just do it like... I'll have to pull up one of my older videos, like when I played Purgatory for... Yo, we should play Purgatory. I should run you through Purgatory 1, and then we do Purgatory 2, because I know Purgatory 2 exists, and I've been wanting to play that for so fucking long.
Is is Purgatory like?
Do you guys remember my Purgatory playthrough? Bro, Purgatory is so good! I'll have to let me pull it up. I'm gonna shameless self-promotion, hold up. I'm gonna pull up my fucking old Purgatory playthrough here.
Yeah. It's not an RPG horror, but yesterday we were playing Left 4 Dead with Corsair and Phoenix. Holy shit, it was kind of, and we were just like laughing because all of us died.
Yeah. God, Purgatory was so good. The reason why Purgatory is so good, by the way, is because it, the best way I can explain Purgatory is it is extremely self-aware. Without saying anything, spoiling the game, it is extremely self-aware about the fact that it is an RPG horror. So it takes your expectations and takes a shit on them at the end.
Is it called Purgatory Salvation?
Just Purgatory. You
Purgatory?
play as Enri, a seemingly mute girl that just roams around in a hellish area where there's like a murderer serial killer man that's trying to kill you.
Oh, a mute girl must escape a human butchery.
Yup. Called
How is that
Naraku
a
on Steam.
multiplayer? This is one mute player.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. But yeah, we should totally play that, get you through the first one, okay? And then we play Purgatory 2, because I still need to play Purgatory 2. That game is so good, man.
Purgatory, is it just called Purgatory Mute Girl?
Just Purgatory. I bet they were saying as well that it's on Steam, so let's go to the Steam store here. Go to the search bar. If I do Purgatory... Nah, that's a different Purgatory. So yeah, it probably is just Naraku then. Yeah!
Oh, I see it.
Oh, this is just straight in Japanese, I think? Question mark? I hope it has a translation.
I can only read like bits and pieces of it. I can't read the whole thing. Like, is it all in Japanese?
This is very different looking though.
Oh, this is Naraku.
Hi. Welcome on in. Oh, update text says it has English. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, they just actually threw Enri in it, is the thing. So, like, the actual model isn't like the chibi one that I remember it being. Which is fine. It looks different because of it. Yeah, notice of release of English version.
This reminds me of the what was that game called? What? Clock.
Do they have the second one though?
There's a really old PlayStation survival horror called Clock Tower, and holy shit, that's the scariest thing like you can never play.
Yup. Checks out. I'll need to see what it is later on because there definitely are places to get these. Most RPG horrors I find you're not really finding on Steam though. They're usually on like, I don't know, Game Jolt. And then there's another indie site whose name escapes me. I think it's literally just indie something. Oh yeah, the chibis are in the pause menu. They always should be in the pause menu. You get a little chibi Enri that's holding whatever weapon that you're holding. It's fucking great.
Sword.
Yeah, Ichio. Thank you, Ichio. Ichio I've gotten a lot of games from. In fact, one of the best RPG horrors I've ever played still to this date is always going to be Pitch Black. I've spoken directly to the dev about that game ages ago. That was like one of my favorite RPG horrors. Because like, one thing RPG horrors don't do a lot is they don't have good, they don't have good translation of mechanics in gameplay to plot. And Pitch Black was great because they like basically set up by the end of the demo, they're like, all right, cool, here's what you're gonna do. To escape the shadow world, you need to find all of these torches because a cat tells you to, and you have to light them on fire. And I remember that little detail being such a big thing for me because I was like, that's awesome because you have a literal game mechanic that you have to do that's very easy to understand. You're looking for torches and setting them on fire.
God damn.
I agree, you should never ask your brother for anything, Jay. Where there's an evil mirror maze. An evil mirror maze, is that one called Blank Dream by chance? Because Blank Dream is fantastic, you should play it. Blank Dream is amazing. Blank Dream's only issue is that it dumps way too much plot at you towards the end of the game for you to understand it, but I like the way the plot is done. Yeah, Blank Dream was fucking amazing. That was another really good one because that did the same thing. They're like, all right, cool, find all your mirrors and break them. Sweet! Only issue I had with that game was that, like, in order to get, so the story for Blank Dream in general, right, is you're supposed to kind of, rather than figure out, like, what happened or what the horrible places that you're in or whatnot, most of the game's story is trying to learn more about the people and their roles that they had in the story. So you're trying to learn about people's, like, connections to each other, who's related to who knows who, and why, and what their relation is. And their names are, like, super Japanese, by the way, too. So, like, it's easy for you to, like, if you're not used to the language very well, like me, I'm not a native speaker, obviously, people sound like each other. So...
Oh, it's probably done by, like, the same person.
Yeah. So, it's one of those kinds of things.
Or they hired, like, one person to play, like, 10 roles or something.
Right, yeah. So, that's basically what the plot line is, and then they lore dump a bunch of shit at the end of the game when you do all of the side content. So you just hear the entire family tree in, like, one sit-down of, like, a 5-minute cutscene, and you're like, bro, I don't know what you just said. Hold up. While it's playing one of the best fucking soundtracks I've heard in an RPG horror in ages. It also has music from Eve in there. Eve was another very good one, by the way.
Oh, Eve? Are you talking about Parasite Eve?
Eve.
Oh, okay. You're talking about different games.
I mean, Parasite Eve was a game that my late best friend was, like, big into.
Yeah, I was a super fan of Parasite Eve.
Yeah, Parasite Eve is goated.
Exactly. It is goated.
Alright, I guess you want me to be male. I am a boy. I'm putting the boobies away, guys.
No!
No!
You're not allowed to.
Do you have 3,000 channel points? And an hour to wait?
No.
You're like, fuck.
Fuck, we get the male version.
Love it. So sad they only made 2 of them. Didn't they? No, they made a third Parasite Eve, the third birthday, for the PlayStation Portable. But nobody really talks about that one. Yeah, exactly. Only 2 of them. He's like, it doesn't exist.
No one talks about the third one, not even me.
Mm.
You can't.
It's like, no, third birthday exists. Just everybody is like, nah, the third birthday doesn't exist.
The third birthday doesn't exist.
Yeah. How much evasion do we want here? I'd like to plug in all of these enchant scrolls before I call it for sure. 15, 25, 35. %69 evasion, you right. $25. And then shadow. I don't know why. I don't know why evasion specifically, by the way, is 35, but nothing else is. Let me take a look at that. No, okay, all the evasion stats are higher. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Because it's either, like, full damage or no damage. Would be a funny to Blaze It scroll where it does 420 damage. Yeah, I mean, that'd be funny. Blaze It. 420 and it does the attack, like, several times. I would have fun with stupid shit like that. I mean, we can always add in more items. Remember, the common event system... Remember that we can just add more onto this. Always can just add more items. Just make like a pot leaf for the fucking item icon. Of the hidden of shrouding of the stellar. Scroll of shrouding. Scroll of the stellar.
Who has a really good idea of creating the Staff of Cillian as a negative
Intelligence scaling?
like, yeah.
It just scales with strength though, like 10 times. It wouldn't change with your spells, unfortunately, because remember, spells are tied to skills. But it could learn you a different skill that does something like that.
No, imagine there's a staff of, like... Imagine there's, like, a staff of... Staff of Curse, where, like, you just, like... It just gives you negative skill, like...
Oh, 100%. That'd be funny. We can throw these all into, like, special legendary items, too, because it'd be funny.
It's like you try to kill someone with it, and the attack is, like, 0.
They definitely would have their own different things they can upgrade into, though, but that'd be a fucking funny system.
You lose power as you get higher intelligence.
That'd be amazing. Every attacking spell in the game. I mean, yeah, that'd be even funnier. I mean, it is a roguelike, so we could do funny shit like that. I love how Ophi always pops up in, like, my favorites for inviting guests whenever that I start streaming, by the way. MRF is next. Magic Reflect, baby. Is Magic Reflect a times or a... Well, how does that one work? It is a plus. Fantastic. In fact, I think literally every single one of these is a... Other than the guard, is a plus percentage. Magic Reflect goes from, I think it's like, what? Yeah, 25, 35, 50? Sick.
Instead of a kitchen knife, you could, like, instead of a kitchen knife, would be a plastic kitchen knife. As
A plastic fork. Yeah, it's a spork. We're just gonna make fucking food utensils now. Redirection.
A plastic kitchen knife.
There's just so many good ideas we can do.
Just scales on, I don't know, you know, just scales on strength. And then if you whack someone too hard with it, it breaks.
Yeah. Just fuck you. And then when it breaks, you get an even better item, or like an item to make an even better item.
Oh, maybe if it breaks, like you get 2 weapons, because now you have like the.
Yeah, you get like 2
have
things.
the
One is
arrow.
completely useless, and then the other one is like a component to make a really good item. Yeah. I mean, that's super easy to do. You just make a thing that, like, reduces your hit by, like, X percentage. Where it makes it so that you have to build in hit rate with, like, all of your other gear pieces to make it work. I think that is very easy to do. That would be very easy to do. I haven't even touched the legendary gear in the game, though, is the thing, and I'm probably going to have to work on that over time, because I don't want to just throw a bunch of random legendary items into the game that I'm not thinking of.
Legendary, are they breakable legendary items, or are they gonna be like?
No, the only things I had to think about that really hard actually, because there is permadeath in the game, but you only lose things that are like tier 1 equipment. So like any gear that you grab from the red chests, for example, counts as a fodder tier, and those will be lost on death. But if you purchase an item from the blacksmith, then it's soulbound, so you'll always have it. Because why would you want to invest in your gear and upgrade it if you're going to lose it if you die? You know what I mean?
True.
So, having a level of permadeath with, like, your consumables, I think, was fair enough.
True. Maybe legendaries, like, legendary, you can, like, you can keep it if you die or something. 'Cause, you know, those
Oh,
things are hard to
100%
find.
legendaries, yeah. And legendaries drop with a 100% drop rate from certain specific things. Though I think there's going to be so many legendaries in the game that we're going to need to have a legendary pool from bosses, though. I don't think I'll be able to throw it onto every boss to have a unique one. Okay, we have Magic Reflect. So we only have 4 more sets of scrolls now, so experience, right? XPR.
So you can only grab like a legendary once you defeat like X boss or something.
Checks out. Yeah. Alright, so this one is a times.
Or maybe you make a monster, and then if you defeat that monster, you get like whatever weapon that monster is using, but like scale to like the tiny person.
Yeah. It's like the age-old joke, the boss when I fight it, and then the boss when it's in the party. It's like dog shit versus
Dog shit weapon versus.
you know, they're beating your ass with it, but the moment that person enters the party, suddenly they're a joke. Like they're like a quarter as powerful as they were.
Well, that's the point. If they're like small, like a person, but then it's just like the monster's weapon, isn't it? Just going to be a weaker weapon, but like it's.
I mean, generally, yeah. It depends on how you balance it, I think. I generally just try to be better at balancing, where, like, if it's really powerful when somebody uses it, it should do the same thing when you use it. Same scaling, same ability. And you can do that very easily if you're not lazy about your balancing.
True. Where's my Moonlight Greatsword?
Yes. I mean, I definitely am I do have a Moonlight Greatsword in here, actually, I think. Hold on, let me look at these. I do have something that basically is the Moonlight Greatsword in my legendaries. Let me just take a look here.
Just use the Moon Veil from Elden Ring.
Yeah. Actually, I don't think Blades do have a magical variant in the unique category. No, they don't. I mean, the Defender gives a magic attack, but it's still strength scaling and does light damage, so it's not the same. We should definitely do a Moonlight Greatsword, though. It'll probably have to be either an infusion or an awakened weapon, though. Also, the way that elemental damage does work in this game, too, is it's in addition to whatever that you're doing. So, like, The only thing that matters is if they have magical damage reduction when you do magical attacks versus physical, which it's literally you're just weighing two different types of attacks at that point. Which, by the way, magic attacks would do full damage to flying creatures. Flying cuts all physical in half. Unless it's considered flying physical damage. But, yeah, exactly. So I would want to do a Moonlight Greatsword, and then it would probably do, I don't know, maybe cold damage. Actually, yeah, it could do ice damage. Magical ice damage, baby. So anything that does, like, fire damage, you're not fucked if they have fire resistance. It just reduces. Maybe, I don't know if I want to do it a portion of the damage, or if it'll just overwrite it with the better element. That's what default RPG Maker does. Knowledge. And then insight for the last one.
Moonlight Greatsword.
Moonlight Greatsword, baby!
Moonlight Greatsword Rabbit.
Oh, yes. What is the phrase? What is the line? Who? The, fucking, let me inscribe this lesson upon your flesh. Fucking Vorpal.
I mean,
What is Vorpal's line?
like, ignore 50% this.
Yes. I mean, you could easily incorporate that. Have you not heard Vorpal's bro, look up the Vorpal Rabbit's line on stage 2 for Black Souls 2. Like, you need to Google that shit. Like, that is, like, one of the most hard-hitting metal fucking lines I have ever heard out of a video game, dude. I need to Google it. Hold up. We're gonna just mute the tab, though. Vorpal, Hunter of the Wicked Dragon, Phase 2. Yes, that. I mean, it's definitely a reference to Ludwig the Unholy, by the way. But, where is it? What is the line? I just love how this one random rabbit in the game is so fucking powerful that an outer god is afraid of him. like, he fucking murdered an outer god. Like, he didn't murder them, but, like, still. he just got so fucking powerful that he just beat the shit out of her. Fuck, I can't see the line right there. Alright, I need to find the actual fight then. Cause, fuck, that shit is so funny. Fight Vorpal. Game, please. Okay, there we go. I actually have a clip of it right here. Okay. So this is the fucking. This is the thing right here. Hold on. Yeah, then thou deservest the knowledge of the technique mine forged to hunt the wicked dragon. Resign thyself, for I will hammer it into thy flesh. What the fuck, dude? That is spoken out of a game like Black Souls 2, dude. That is such a fucking, like, elegantly written line. Like, that shit still amazes me that came out of that game. Alright, we have a suffix on all of these, right? Yep, cool.
There's just so many weapon ideas and item ideas.
Oh, 100%. I love having too many, though. I'd rather have too many than too little.
Ooh, how about an item that increases your attack by a double?
It just doubles your attack.
Yep, temporarily.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
But it's a really rare item.
Okay, this actually has to go down to 25.
Maybe there's only like 2 of them in the entire game.
I mean, one thing I wanted to do as well, too, is there's going to be some legendaries that I think you lose on death. One of the main ones I was going to do is something called XP Caliber, which is a weapon that all characters can use in the game, and it just increases the XP that you gain. It's like a regular sword.
You want an item that kills you? What? Who?
That just kills you. It just murders you.
Why would you want an item like that?
Because it's funny. No, how about instead of an item that kills you, hey, what if I just gave you the, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. What if I just gave you the Ring of Calamity from Dark Souls, which just, like, doubles or triples the damage you take? It just reduces your fucking physical damage mitigation by, like, 300%. That'd be a funny one, just times 300% PDR and MDR. That'd be super easy to do. That's just a ring with PDR and MDR 300% multiplier. No matter what you have, no matter what you're wearing, no matter what you do, you'll take triple damage. That's it.
That's bad.
Yeah. And because it's a multiplier, by the way, because it's a multiplier, you can stack as many multipliers in the game as you want, and they'll always give you the same result. It doesn't matter what order you put them on, so it won't break anything.
Why would you want a ring like that?
Because there are people in Dark Souls community that are psychopathic. That's why, Shiba.
They want, like, all the weapons to, like, be, like, you know, negative, like, damage, so they could torture themselves some more.
There are some people who play Souls games that just genuinely and unironically must enjoy cock and ball torture. That's just the best way I can explain it to you, man. Oh, fuck, this is not done in the right order. Of empowerment, bolstering, and then the catalyst. Oh, these don't, oh, I may need to go through these. Some of these, I just realized, don't have changed suffix on them. We're gonna just change that now. Yeah, that would have been bad if I let that continue. Oh, goes the game make? It goes. We're currently trying to add in all of our suffix scrolls. And then we should have our enhancement system after this. The only other thing I need to do with augments is put on intrinsics. But, that doesn't need to be done now. Because we don't even have everything else set up for the intrinsics. I just need to make it so that everything can actually drop the scrolls, really. Once the upgrade system's good to go, then we can actually continue with adding more shit into the game. I'm kind of bottlenecked by that right now. Finesse. Skill. Alright, cool. I think these are all suffixes now. Let's just go through this. Alright, cool. We're good of the catalyst. Now we just have 2 more sets of scrolls, so HP regen and MP regen, and we're good. Recursion. What's up?
Well, a scroll goblin, you can randomly use any scroll form and pull against it. Why don't you just use a scroll as a weapon and whack monsters with it?
That'd be fucking funny, actually. A scroll goblin, where just randomly use any scroll for a pull against you. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know how I would code that as the one issue, but... I think it'd be better if the scroll goblin just dropped extra scrolls from that, preferably from the pool of that world. If they were just random, then that would be miserable. Well, I mean, they could be random, actually. They could be random. That could be beneficial as well. Wait. I know it's MP regen. Fucking Jesus. Recycling. Invigoration. And then... No, Invigoration's the last one, so Refreshment. Okay. Now we just copy these and put them below. Change all of these to suffixes, because I didn't do that. And then these should, in theory, be good beyond that. I just need to change the actual stats that they do, so... HRG and MRG. And these are pluses, so... Plus... What are the rates? Tell me the secrets, Leone. What are their regeneration rates? 5%, 7%, and 10%. Yeah, 5% is massive for a starter, actually. Maybe we do 4. Maybe we start with 4. That seems kind of wild. Game as a D&D rulebook you can smack people with, so that's close enough, I suppose. That'd be fucking hilarious. Just smack them with the rules. Read the rules! And then a 10%. Give it a 10. MRG. Apply. We copy this. Go lower. Alright, we take a quick glance at everything from bottom up. Catalyst, TCR. Okay. Insight, XBR, A suffix. This should be the last A suffix. Of the impervious, magic reflect plus. Yeah, which goes to S suffix. The stellar, magic evasion. Shadow is regular evasion. Guarding. TGR. Yeah. CEV. I feel like critical evasion does need to go higher, though. We change, yeah, from here. Counter. Hit rate. Because that's the whole point of the hit rate, by the way. I wanted to put in a scroll system that allows you to basically just put enough hit rate on your gear where even if you get hit with a blind status ailment, it doesn't matter. That was what the whole point of it is, because it literally counters it. If blind gives you minus 60%, right, and you have 250% hit rate, that's still a 100% hit rate. So, that's how the formula works. I just think that that's funny. If you think outside of the box enough where you want to do that kind of a thing and there's an enemy that uses a blind status ailment, right? Rather than just pack a bunch of things to heal the status ailment, you can just give one guy 250% hit rate and call it a day. Alright, cool. We have everything. Here's the $1 million question then. We gotta test these and make sure that they function. So let's go to the main hub and add even more upgrade materials into the fucking list here. Do I have... Hold on, do I have prefixes in here? I do, okay. We'll just make sure that these all have the right color on them, though. Thank you for the stretch and hydrate there, Ghost. We'll get right on that in a minute. Right now, I'm fucking locking in, trying to drop a bunch of scrolls in here. I have to delete so much temporary code from this plaque when the game is getting into a release state. I'm probably still going to use this plaque anyway to be able to access some sort of, like, developer console or menu, though. I don't know how I want to do it yet. I was thinking about giving the player a key to basically access a cheat room. I don't know how I'm going to get that key item to drop, though. We'll have to figure it out. Yeah, regeneration, invigoration. Okay, yeah, that's it. Should be them all. All right, cool. Now we load the save. And we should be good. Do I still have this set up where I need to still do that? God damn it. I still have it so that you can walk through tables, chat. I still haven't changed it. Oh, right, we don't need to access down there. We can just augment things from the inventory. Right.
Fancy.
Indeed. Yeah, so these definitely change. So, sharpness. This should increase the actual... Yeah, so it did do that. Prefix. So it should be a Sage's Longsword of Sharpness. Yes. I don't even know. Which one was the Sage's Scroll? Oh, magic attack. Yeah. All the magic attack that this weapon doesn't have. Oh, is the, do I have it on you? I do. That's why. Okay, yeah, it does still boost their magic regardless, though. And that should also boost crit by a noticeable amount as well. So let me just take a look at her status. Critical hit rate, 9%. And then when we remove the item... Yeah, definitely. So that's a 5% crit rate bonus. That works fine. The Epi can get... Alright, we'll see if counter rate works. Oh yeah, counter rate's good. We're just gonna overwrite it with something else here. I don't know what efficiency is. Perfection should be hit rate. I definitely need to throw in what they say that they do after this, by the way. Good lord. That's gonna be definitely next stream, is writing in, like, short descriptions. Yeah, hit rate 200%. I think that's gonna be MP cost rate, though. Oh, interesting. It actually doesn't show you in attributes what your MP cost rate is. Oh, no, it does. It's right here. MP cost rate, 100%. So I think the efficiency scroll just isn't written in right. MCR, 50%. Let's just take a look at this real quick. Attach augments. Yeah, MCR. Oh, wait, it doesn't use multipliers. That is interesting. That's what it is. It doesn't use multipliers. So, alright, hold the phone. If I do minus, that's gonna be a weird one, because I don't think then... I mean, it shouldn't matter.
I'm not sure if it matters.
I'm gonna need to see how that functions, because on weapons, let's go to the wand. No, it would be the scepter. So the scepter has a multiplier of 80. So it would be 80% of cost efficiency. Would 50%, if I minus that from it, make it 40 or would it make it 30? So we need to test that. I need to add the scepter on there. Change weapons. Scepter. Cut. Paste. Okay. Let's see what Marsh's cost rate looks like after all of that. Because that's going to be a weird one, and I don't know how that's going to work. Scepter, suffix, efficiency. Equip. Scepter of efficiency. Makes it 40. That actually does make it 40. So, it does the multiplier initially. I mean, it counts as a multiplier, though. So I think how that's working is it's still doing it as a multiplier, but it's taking the minus as it's going lower, but if you do it as a plus, then it would be 150%. I think that's how it's being put into the code. I mean, that's fine. We'll just change how these work. I just need to go through the numbers. That shouldn't be too big an issue. I'll give you that stretch and hydrate once I'm done with the databasing shit here. So I think we do need to go in the reverse, though, if we're going to do it this way. So 20, 30, 50. This is going to be minus 10, I would imagine. Minus 18. And then minus 30. Minus 10. Minus 18. Minus 30. This is why we playtest things, guys. Okay, plus 20%, plus 50%, plus 100%. And then plus 100. Plus 50%. Plus 75%. Plus 100%. Okay. Hi. Plus 50%. I mean, I don't know why it doesn't go into the database like this normally, if I'm going to be honest with you. This just makes so much more sense doing it this way. Plus 25%. Plus 35%. Plus 50%. And then I think we're good. Okay, I think we are good after this point, though, so we'll find out. Just make sure all of these scrolls function the way that they're intended to. Longsword suffix. Yeah, MP cost rate works fine. Armors now. Take the breastplate. Oh, we have so many things in here. Okay, armor of steel. Yeah, PDR is minus 30%. Hell yeah, so that worked perfectly fine. Moon. Magical damage rate, 70%. Hell yeah. Vexation should be target rate. Yep, aggro rate, 200%. Brilliance, I think that's evasion. Yeah, magic evasion rate, 25%. I think the armor itself is also giving critical evasion. I might be wrong about that, though. I forget what the breastplate does, but I think it's crit evasion. We'll put learning on it and we'll find out in a minute here. No, it normally gives magic evasion. So that one was critical evasion. And this one gave... Hold on, what does it give? What are we getting here? Oh, XP rate. Though it's not actually going up, so... Something's wrong with the XP rate. Empowerment. Oh, you know why? I know why something's wrong with it. It's because it's not supposed to go onto this item. Catalyst. TB charge rate, which shouldn't go on this either, by the way. Oh, you know what? I know what the issue is. Hold up. What did I do different between the accessories? So there's... ACC. That's why. That is why. I heard noise. I heard white noise. Whose white noise was that? Ishiba, was that you?
I don't make white noises. I don't think that's me, is it me?
Nah, I don't think so.
It's probably
No,
you.
honey, that
Fox.
was me.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Oh, I know.
Why?
I'm just being a goober. Alright. Insight. Impervious. Okay. I think we are good now. Though, I still think that there was something wrong with one of those. What did I say was the issue? The XP rate one? Maybe because it's not XPR. Now that I'm thinking about it. EXR. That's why. It's EXR. I am a clod!
How dare you be a quad?
How dare I?
How dare you?
Okay, we're good. Save. We should be 100% Gucci at this point now. I don't see any other issue befalling us. Yeah, we just have these 4, which we've already tested all 4 of these. We should be good. Empowering pendants of empowerment. That's funny. Okay, let's make sure insight works here. Yeah, there we go. XP rate works. Catalyst. I'm pretty sure Catalyst will work fine, though, because it worked fine earlier. It just didn't go on the right item. Yeah, TP charge rate, we're good. Regeneration. Yep, 10% HP regen rate. I think we are good. 10% MP regen rate. Yeah, I think we're good. Sick. Alrighty. Took a little bit of work to get that going, but we have everything that we need. Now, really, the next thing that I'll need to do with all of these is actually throw in a description that tells you what they do. Because, holy fuck. That is,
For each of them.
yeah. I probably should grab food as well, too. But yeah.
Go eat food.
Give you that stretch and hydrate in the meantime here. I'm getting there. Good lord. Alright, let's just look at Twitch here. Who's live?
I'm sorry, but I had to block Millie on spot.
Luna Foxcharm is live. Oh, hell yeah. Fucking GM right now is playing Elden Ring Night Rain.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think we're gonna raid, custom. It's gone through a bit of a name change. I think I have raided custom one other time before, which is, he's the dude that I have raided before with you guys that was like a PSO2 streamer that was playing Grand Blue Relink at the time. Oh, holy shit, I didn't even realize that Tori was on the other fucking... God damn it, I didn't even see the... Oh, God. I don't see my chat on the YouTube side. I ignored Tori. I feel bad. I completely fucking ignored Tori. Fuck. Well, hello, Tori, if you're still there. God damn it. You just reminded me. I need to change my view now so that I have fucking Restream on here, apparently. Because I can't see the Restream chat. Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna send you guys over to Custom. I think he's trying to do a solo run for Fulgur right now. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Oh god, he's fighting Estelle. Yeah, we're going there. Alright, see you guys on the other side. You know how this goes. Take it easy. And have a good one. We'll see you next week for putting in all the names in these. And then I don't know what we're moving on to after that. Probably getting all of the bosses running so that we can get a stage 2 on every single stage. We need to do some actual stage work. So maybe some more mapping, actually. Mapping could be fun. But anyway, see you guys over there.